we have x equals t cubed plus t, y is equal to t squared plus 2, and t is between -2 and 2 inclusive. So the question asks us to sketch indicating an arrow as t increases. So we again want to find, where does this start, where does it finish? So let's call A the starting point. So this is x of -2, y of -2, which is -10, y of -2, 6. So the point -10, 6. Okay, so finishing at the point, we finish at the point 10, 6. Okay, so now let's find a few more points. Okay, when t is equal to 0, we have 0 for x, and then we have 2 for y. So 0, 2, 2, and then 1 squared plus 2 is 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, and so this should help us sketch this. So let's eliminate t in the expression to find a relationship between x and y. Taking that second equation, we have t squared is y minus 2. So t is plus or minus the square root of y minus 2. Okay, and so now we can take this and substitute that into the first equation. So x is equal to the square of this times t, that's t cubed. We have y minus 2 in brackets times plus or minus the square root of y minus 2, and then plus or minus the square root of y minus 2. Okay, so we'd probably rather not have a plus or minus in here. So let's factor out the plus or minus square root of y minus 2. So then we have left over y minus 2 plus another 1, which is y minus 1, and this is x. So now if we square both sides, we can get rid of this plus or minus and the square root. So we have x squared equals y minus 2 times y minus 1 cubed. Or sorry, squared. Y minus 1 squared. Appears to be an elliptic curve, and so we kind of know what that looks like, but this is not in the usual form, right? Normally an elliptic curve would be expressed as y squared equals some cubic. So this will be an elliptic curve rotated 90 degrees. When t is minus 2, we have minus 10, 6. So let's put that there. And then on the other side, we have 10, 6. Then when t is minus 1, we have minus 2, 3. So something like this. And then when t is 1, we have 2, 3. So there seems to be a little symmetry about the y-axis. When t is 0, we have 0, 2, and that seems to be so far the lowest y value. It's going to look like something like this, with the arrows going left to right, because we start at minus 10, 6 and we finish at 10, 6.